Hey guys, it's Coach Taylor Scott here from the Trench Academy. Excited to announce to everybody that we are about to start our spring training cycle. As soon as you guys start spring practice at school, we go into our full spring cycle. Now I know a lot of you guys would be thinking, how in the world are we going to be able to continue to come in and train as hard as we have been in conjunction with the workouts that we have at school? And the cool thing about what we do here in Trench is that our cycle in the spring directly correlates to what you're going to be doing both before and after school during spring practice. So understand the most important part of the development throughout the entire Trench is that we are year-round. At the end of the day, performance training, speed training, weight training, and position-specific work and film study has no off-season, right? We want to make sure that year-round we're continuing to grow and develop and recover our bodies. So the way our spring cycle works is that we move to more of an in-season style training program where we focus primarily on not just training the body, but letting the body recover. It's not about super high intense workouts. It's not about major heavy load. It's not about coming in and blasting your body every day. It's actually a way for your body to actually flush lactic acid and inflammation while continuing to grow and put on muscle. The science behind spring training is that it takes about 8 to 10 weeks through the off season to continue to break down and rebuild new muscle mass, right? 8 to 10 weeks of training and then letting the body recover for you to actually begin to see those results in strength, power, explosiveness, and speed. The issue is that once we stop lifting, it only takes 8 to 10 days of not doing resistance training for that muscle mass to begin to atrophy. That's what we have to combat through the spring, because the reality is this. You're about to go into spring practice where you're working every single day, where you're getting in full pads, where you're banging and you're competing, and everybody's trying to win their starting positions for the fall and show what they have to offer in the spring. And at the same time, you're demanding so much from your body, you're also going to let your muscles atrophy. That is a recipe for injury, and that's obviously going to make your performance digress. That's exactly what we counter through our spring training protocol. So the cool part about it is we specifically schedule all of our groups to be either before school or after practice to continue to come in and get your training. And the most important part is that you also continue to get your recovery in our rebuild recovery system, so that when you go to spring, when you're going through spring ball and you're waking up every day trying to compete for that spot, that your body is recovered and refreshed. At the end of the day, the way you're going to be able to outperform everybody during spring football is making sure that your body is rebounding back each and every single day. Another cool part that we're going to be adding in this year that we've never done before is we're actually going to push all of our position specific work to Sundays, because we know that a lot of our athletes are going to be having spring practice as well as their spring games and scrimmages on Saturdays, right? So we will still have Saturday workouts, but we're going to have this big Sunday. It's going to be out at our new field, and it's going to be get to the point to where we're going to be offering weight training. We're going to offer position specific works and all the recovery modalities. So the reality is this. As much as we would love to see our athletes every single day during spring, we know that that's not feasible for the schedules that you guys will have between schoolwork, between practice, between mandated workouts, because at the end of the day, Trench is never something you do in replacement of what you do in high school. You absolutely have to go to all of your high school mandated lifts, meetings, training, practice, whatever they might have. But at the end of the day, we want to be able to do this stuff in conjunction to everything that you have going on in school, so we continue to see these results grow.